I'm Elaine and welcome into our chair yoga class today. So you want to be sitting on a chair that is preferably going straight back rather than dipping back behind. If it has a slant at the back, then I suggest putting a little cushion at the very back of it so that you're not going into a slumpy, dumpy lower back. And then sitting more forward on your chair, feeling your feet on the floor about hips distance apart. You can have your socks on or off, and then lengthening up in your spine. So as you draw your buttock bones down into the seat of the chair, imagine that you're lifting the top of your head up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, and then opening up from the center of the chest out through the outer shoulders as you let your hands rest on your lap. And then starting off from here, just closing the eyes. And we're just going to take the next minute just to attune to the breath. So see if you can allow the breath to come in and out through the nose. Relaxing the mouth, so your tongue can rest on the lower palate. Teeth can even be a little bit parted. Eyes relaxing as they draw back into the sockets. The forehead completely relaxing. And just noticing your breath. Noticing what is happening as you breathe in and out through the nose. Visualizing the lungs filling up and emptying out. And as you inhale, a slight drawing forward of the belly, feeling the rib cage drawing out, lifting all the way up into the chest. And as you exhale, the belly just draws back towards the spine and is softening in towards center. Seeing if you can also feel the breath into your back and your sides, as well as the front of your body. So it's multi-dimensional, like you're filling up and emptying out a balloon. Visualizing the lungs healthy, vibrant, strong. And all the cells of the body healthy, sparkling. Feeling the feet down on the floor, the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. Slowing the breath down. Perhaps making the exhale even a little bit longer. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling back out through the nose. Just finding a nice, slow, steady rhythm with your breath. Then we'll take the palms together at the center of the chest. The thumbs can even come into the sternum, lifting the energy of the heart up. Setting an intention for your day and setting an intention for healing for everybody near and far. We'll open up our practice with 3 ohms. Deep breath in. beginning to open up the eyes, releasing the hands down. Let's start off warming up the neck. So we're going to bring the right ear down towards the right shoulder, but see if we can keep the rest of the spine lifting up. Focusing on the breath, deep breaths in through the nose, and deep breaths out through the nose, allowing the face to be completely relaxed. And taking your head up to center and left ear down towards the left shoulder. Same thing, just focusing on the breath, making the breath extra deep and long. Lengthening the rest of your spine. And taking your head back up to center again. This time adding in a full neck roll. So right ear over to the right shoulder, keeping the shoulders broad, rolling the chin down towards the chest as you lift the chest up towards the chin, over to the left, and up to center. And then let's go to the left, chin rolling down to the chest, over to the right, and then up to center. Then we'll turn to look over the right shoulder. Try to keep the left shoulder back so that you're not twisting as you do it. And then allowing the chin to roll down, to just come down towards the right collarbone. Steady breaths in. Nice long, steady breaths out. Taking the head back up through center and turning to look over your left shoulder. And then the chin down towards the left collarbone. Keeping the spine nice and long as you sit up tall. Lifting the head up and back to center again. All right, we'll take another neck roll. So over to the right, rolling the chin down to the chest, over to the left, up to center, opposite direction to your left, down to the chest, and over to your right, and up to center. Good, and just notice without any judgments now how your posture is. If you've begun to round the back, the shoulders are just naturally going to roll forward. So let's keep on lifting, keep that length, and you're actually engaging your core a little bit as you do so. From here, let's open out the arms and roll the shoulders back. Couple more times. You might hear some clicking and clacking. That's pretty normal. And then let's go the opposite direction. Feet drawing down to the floor, top of the head reaching up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. All right, great. And then let's do opposite shoulders. So we'll lift the right shoulder up, lower down, left shoulder up and down, right up, down, left up and down. And keep that going, and then maybe speed it up a little bit. Obviously, if you're dealing with any injuries, then please skip over anything that doesn't feel comfortable. Good, and then relax the shoulders down, but maintaining the length in your spine. Inhale, slowly sweep the arms up, only looking up a little bit if that's okay in your neck. And then exhale, nice long exhale as we slowly bring the arms back down. So if you're experiencing pain at all to take the arms up, then please stop immediately. Exhaling the arms back down. Inhale, the breath up, the arms up, just wherever your shoulders say it's okay to go to. Exhale, the arms down, and 2 more. Inhale, deep breath through the nose. Nice long breath out through the nose. And 1 more. And exhale, allow the arms to come down, but see if you can keep your sides nice and long. So a lot of the time we end up kind of just slumping down. So we're really focusing on our form and that lift up through the center line of the body and through our sides. Okay, so this is what I call the roller coaster. Interlacing the fingers and then getting this movement through the wrists and through the knuckles. So see if you can just find that movement there, any amount. Great, keeping your fingers interlaced, but we're going to take the opposite interlace. So see which thumb is on top and then open up all the fingers, take the opposite thumb, ring finger, etc. over the other one. So it's going to feel a little bit more awkward in your hands. And then from here, taking the hands maybe up about chest high, broad through the shoulders, elbows out to the sides. We're going to inhale, press the arms forward a little bit. And then exhale, bend the elbows back and out. Inhale, drawing forward. And exhale, back towards the chest. Again, inhale forward. And exhale back in. Now keep this interlace of the fingers as much as you can. And then slowly, now when your shoulders say that they've had enough, then please listen to your shoulders. Slowly bringing the hands up so the elbows are still bent. Maybe they come up overhead, but again, be careful in your body. Feeling like you're trying to draw your fingers apart, but you're not actually letting them slip apart. You're either going to stay here or else inhale, press into the feet and reach up through the palms. And then exhale, bend the elbows back out towards the sides. Inhale, pressing up towards the ceiling, long through the sides, and exhale. 1 more. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale. Bend the elbows, let go of the fingers, and allow the arms to come all the way back down while we keep long through our sides and keep that lift up through the armpits. Okay. So this is a great one for really warming up through the fingers, and especially, if you have arthritis in the joints, you want to try and keep things moving as much as you can. So we're going to start off, it's just clenching the fingers, curling the fingers in towards the palms. The thumbs can be on the outside, and then opening the fingers out wide, spreading the fingers. And then try and do that fast. You're going to find that your fingers fatigue pretty fast, and that's normal. So just do what you can. Good, and then pause, just rest your arms down, your hands down. And this time when we do it, we're going to attempt to tuck the thumb in, open the fingers, tuck the thumb in, and wrap the other fingers around it. Okay, so let's begin. Again, just go at your pace. Opening out all the fingers and then tucking the thumb in. That's great. And then shake it out. Shake out the wrists. And then wag your wrists. Okay, super duper. So from here, we're going to come into a little side stretch. So you can take your right thumb to your right shoulder. Maybe reaching the right arm all the way up to the sky. Reaching up. Your buttock bones are drawing down into the floor, your feet are pressing down into the floor, and then hinging over to your left. Great big breaths into the right side, feeling some movement perhaps through the right ribs. Really filling the lungs up and emptying out. You still want to feel your right buttock bone on the chair. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale, lowering your right arm down. Taking the left thumb to the shoulder. And inhale, stretching the left arm up. Hold it there as you exhale. Another deep breath. Lengthen as much as you can through your left side. And as you exhale, hinging over to your right. Again, feeling your left buttock bone staying down on the chair, feet on the floor. Spreading out through the fingers. So it's a nice long line of energy if you can, all the way up through the left side. Breath in, breath out. And then inhale, coming back up. Exhale, taking our hand back down. Okay, so from here, we're going to just get a little bit of movement hinging forward at the hip creases. So just at the tops of the thighs, that's where we're moving from. Just be mindful that you're not creasing at your waistline, right? So see if you can really find that lengthening at the hip creases. So we'll add in some arm movement here as we do this. Inhale the arms up, and then hinging at the hip creases as you reach forward. Inhaling up, and exhale from the hips. Inhaling up, and exhale. Two more, inhaling up. Exhale, I got a creaky chair here. Inhaling up. And exhale, you're hinging forward. And then if it's okay for you, let the arms dangle. Your bum is still on the chair. I don't want you to fall off. And allow your head just to hang. So you're really stretching out in your back. This is a great place to focus your breath and really see if you can feel the breath into your entire back as you inhale, filling up. And as you exhale, releasing the breath out. Draw down into your feet, nice long spine. Inhale the arms out and up to the sky. Palms joining together. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Let's open out the arms again. So this time we're going to add in a little bit more of a stretch. We're going to come into the side stretch. So we'll take the right arm up, hinge over to the left. And then reach out beyond your left knee and sweeping your arm across and all the way up. So we'll take that again. Inhale, lengthen through the right side. Exhale, side stretch. And then inhale, reach beyond your left knee. And exhale, sweep the arm across. Inhaling up. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, reach beyond the left knee. And exhale, sweep the arm across and all the way up to the sky. Hold it there. And then inhale, take your left arm up. Hold the left arm up as you take your right hand down. Inhale, lengthen through the left side. Exhale, over to the right. And then inhale, stretch long beyond your right knee, sweeping across and all the way up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, reach beyond the right knee and all the way over and up you come. One more time. Exhale over to the side. Inhale and then exhale, sweeping all the way across. Inhale, left arm up, hold it up as you exhale. Inhale, right arm up, hold it up. Palms joining, and then exhale back down to your heart center, keeping the palms together. Deep breath in, and a nice long breath out. Feel the feet to the floor, deep breath in, and a long breath out. All right, you're doing great. So let's open up the arms, and now we're going to come into a twist. So from here, I always like to pretend that I'm holding a tray. I usually put some goodies on it, maybe a cup of tea and a couple of little treats on there. Lengthening up in the spine. And the idea of holding the tray is so that we don't just twist from the shoulders or that we don't just move our arms. What we're doing is we're keeping the hands the same width apart. So if your arms go flailing, then you just lost your tray of goodies. So we're getting the twist from the waistline and up. So we're twisting to the right. We're holding the tray. The hands are still the same distance apart, and we're still broad through the chest. And then coming back to center, holding the tray. Deep breath in, feet to the floor. Exhale to the left. So just see if you can find that twist more from the waistline, from the belly button and up. And then back to center. Good, we'll take that again. We'll hold it this time a little bit longer. So deep breath in. Exhale, twisting to the right. And then once you feel like you have that nice twist, the openness through the chest, then you can take your left hand to your right thigh. And your right hand might come to the seat of the chair or behind you, back to the back of the chair. So we're twisting, the knees are still going straight ahead. Maybe your chin turns over towards your right shoulder. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Inhaling to center and exhale. Let's hold our trays again. Deep breath in. Exhale, twisting to the left. Hold it here, broad through the chest. And then once you feel like you're really in your twist, then your right hand can come to your left thigh. Your left hand can come behind you to the seat of the chair, turning the chin over towards the left shoulder. The eyes are soft, the mouth is relaxed, breath through the nose. And then inhale back to center and exhaling. All right, fabulous. So I'm going to come to the side so you can see me a little bit better from this angle. We're going to get a little bit more into our legs. So we're going to take the right leg out in front. So the right heel is to the floor. And then spreading the toes, lengthening through the spine, and then pointing the foot. So you're getting a nice stretch through the top of the foot and through the arches. Inhale, flex the foot, so you're pulling the toes towards your shin and then pointing the foot down towards the floor. Again, inhale, draw towards the shin, and exhale, point the foot. Once more, inhale, flexing, and exhale, pointing. Then keeping yourself in the flex here, inhaling the arms up towards the ceiling. exhale, so you're moving again through the hip crease as you forward fold. Going to take that again. Inhale up to the sky. And exhale as you fold forward. Inhaling up. Exhale as you fold. So be mindful that you're moving through your hip creases. And again, inhale up. And exhale as you fold. So this time you can take your hands onto your left thigh. Your right leg is still straight. I'm only turned at this angle so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit more with my legs. So you're going to be feeling this all the way up through the back of the legs, through the hamstrings and the calves, right up into the hip. Lengthening the spine. And inhale, come back up. And then exhale, the feet together. So taking the left foot out in front, I'll turn to the opposite side so you can see me a little better again. So the left leg is out in front, right knee is bent. We'll start off flexing the foot, spreading the toes, lengthening through the rest of the spine, and then pointing the toes down towards the floor. Inhale, flexing. Exhale, pointing. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. And one more. Inhale, flex. And point. And then we'll keep it flexed. So the heel is on the floor. Toes are drawing back towards the shin. Spreading the toes. We'll inhale the arms up. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, moving through the hip creases as you take your hands down. Inhale, lift the spine up. Exhale, folding. Inhaling up. Exhale. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale up. This time we'll hold it down so your hands can come onto your right thigh. Keep the flexion, spreading the toes, and a slight sense of drawing forward through your inner left foot. Wonderful. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, stepping the feet together. So if you have a tie or a belt or something, even, long towel, then you can take that for around the feet. We're going to do a little bit more of a stretch through the legs. Again, I'm just coming to the side so that you can see me a little bit better. You're going to take the belt underneath your right foot, lifting up tall through your spine. And if you don't have anything to place under your foot, then don't worry about it. You can still do it. Lifting the right foot up and then straightening your right leg out. So if you didn't have a belt, then what you could easily do is just take your hands behind your right thigh. Shoulders back, spine nice and long. And then inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Keep reaching the crown of the head up to the sky. Try and get as good posture as you can through your back. And one more. Holding the leg up. And if you do have a belt around your foot, then feel like you're pulling the ends of the belt back towards your body. And you might notice how this helps you to lift and lengthen your spine a little bit more. Then from here, you're going to hold your belt in the right hand. You're going to turn your right thigh out to the right and then open the leg out to the right a little bit. So if you don't have a belt, you can take your right hand underneath your outer right thigh. So this is going to be stretching. You might feel this a little bit more through your inner right leg. Just breathing into the stretch. Just do what you're able to do. Great, and then come back to center, bending your right knee, foot back to the floor. Take a full breath in, a nice long breath out. So you stay where you are. I'm just going to switch to the other side so you can see me better. And you can take your tie or your belt underneath your left foot, sitting up tall. And then straightening, bending the knee and straightening the left leg out. Again, you can use, if you're holding the tie, draw the back, so you're pulling your hands back towards your body to help lengthen your spine, spreading your toes. And then just breathe. Bending the left knee, and then straightening the leg out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, keeping the lift in your back. Couple more. And last one. All right, taking the belt now in your left hand, turning your left thigh out to the left. So your inner thigh is lifting a little bit more up to the ceiling. And then slowly opening the leg any amount out to the left. Still lifting up long through your spine, spreading the toes. Face completely relaxed. Breath in and out through the nose. Beautiful. Now come back to center, bending your left knee and taking your foot back to the floor. All right, so if you would like to join me standing, then come all the way upright. And you're going to have your chair in front of you. So you're going to stand behind your chair. You may wish to take your socks off if you feel like you're going to slide. Otherwise, you can keep your socks on. You're using your chair for your balance. So if you're feeling a little wibbly wobbly, then definitely keep one of your hands or both hands on the back of your chair. So facing the back of your chair, opening out your arms if you feel steady on your feet. We'll inhale the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bringing the arms down. So let's just take that again. Inhaling the arms up. And exhale the arms back down. Okay, so we're going to come into a position known as chair pose. So for this, we're hinging at the hip creases. We're drawing the hips back. The knees are going straight ahead. So, if your knees aren't feeling the best, then maybe you skip this. But you're sitting back and you can see these different angles in the body. You can hold onto your chair and try and have your feet going straight ahead. Now, if you're feeling okay on your feet and got your balance, then maybe your arms come up by the ears, or perhaps even taking the hands together at the heart center. So you're going to be feeling this through the glutes, the hips, the legs. And then straightening, coming all the way back up to standing and lowering the arms down. From here, we're going to come into a forward fold. So you're going to hold onto the back of your chair and then stand back a little further, again moving at the hip creases as you fold forward. Now, if you're okay and if you're not getting dizzy, then maybe you take your hands to your thighs. Some of you might be able to take your hands to your shins. What we want to really try and do is keep as long as we can through, especially the mid and the upper back. Often the tendency is to round the shoulders and to get into this really crouched position. So rather than doing that, we're lengthening the spine, even if it means that we're up a little bit higher. Couple more breaths. And then inhale, coming all the way up to standing. And exhale. Okay, we're going to take it a little bit further. I'm going to take my socks off for this. It can be a little challenging if you're on a carpet, so please just be careful with your footing and so that you don't feel like you're sliding. So, with your chair in front of you, you're going to take your right foot forward, so it's pretty much under the back of the chair. And then stepping your left foot back. So we're coming into warrior one. If you can, see if you can get your back heel onto the floor. That's really quite a deep stretch through the calf muscles. But just do what you're able to. The left foot is turned out at a slight angle. And you can see here, I'm really trying to keep my right knee over my right ankle. And then lifting up through the spine, looking forward, or maybe at a point on the floor in front of you, so you can really allow the eyes to focus. If you feel well balanced on your feet here, maybe one hand comes off the chair, or maybe both do. The hands might come to the chest, or maybe they come up above the head. And then just feel the breath here, just feel into your breath. Nice and steady, feel into the feet and the hips. And then taking your hands down to the chair if they're not there already, carefully stepping the left foot forward to the right foot. Full breath in. Full breath out. All right, the other side. So we're keeping the left foot forward, stepping the right foot back. See if you can straighten out the right leg. The heel is to the floor and the foot is turned out at a bit of an angle. We're trying to get our hips to face the back of the chair as we bend into the left knee. So same thing here. The feeling that we're lifting the spine up, we're feeling down into the feet. Toes are relaxed, and then take your hands to the appropriate position for yourself. Shoulders relaxed. Bringing lots of energy down through the hips, into the legs, into the feet, as we connect to the floor, as we connect to the energy of the earth, the stability of the earth. Fantastic. Taking your hands back down, stepping your feet forward again. Good, and just finding your center on your feet. So we're going to come into first of all, take a deep breath and find yourself here. We're going to do that again. We're going to inhale the arms up or keep them on the chair. Exhale, this sort of awkward position of chair pose, knees tracking straight ahead. And then the hands can come to the chair. You can step back a little bit more, folding forward, or taking your hands to your legs. Remember to breathe. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. And opening up the arms. We're going to do one more warrior pose. So that one was warrior 1. We're going to come into warrior 2 pose, but using the chair. So the chair can be in front of you. You're going to stand behind your chair, just like you have been, and then you're going to step your feet out wide. Hopefully you can see that well enough. You're stepping your feet out wide. You're going to use your chair for balance, and then turning your right foot, turn all the way out to the right. Your left foot just turning up a little bit towards your right foot. And then you're bending into your right knee, so the knee is over the ankle, and be careful that the knee doesn't roll in. So you're really tracking the knee straight ahead in line with the right toes, and the left leg is straight, holding onto the chair. If you feel like you're well balanced here, then maybe your arms open out to the sides. Just be careful of that back arm, the left arm, that it doesn't float back too much, because that can put a lot of pressure on your shoulder. So if anything, have your left arm a little bit in front of your shoulder. And then you can turn and the head to look over your right fingers. Nice length in the spine, feeling down into the feet. And then inhale, straighten up the legs, lower the arms, exhale, parallel the feet. Turning the left foot all the way out to the left, right foot turns up slightly towards the left foot. This time, so that I want to make sure that you can see me fully, I'm just going to put the chair to the side. So you still have the chair in front of you, left foot is turned out, and then you're bending into the left knee, it's over the ankle. Right leg is straight, anchoring down into the feet as you lift the spine up. And then opening out the arms, again, just the back arm, be careful that it doesn't stray behind you. Taking your gaze over your left fingers, softening the face, spreading the toes. And then inhale, straighten up the legs. Exhale, parallel the feet. And then stepping your feet together again. All right, you're doing great. One more pose, standings, and we're going to work with our balance here a little bit more. So this pose is called tree pose. I'm going to stand facing you, but again, you're using your chair for your balance, the back of your chair. Standing on the left leg, standing up nice and tall, we're going to turn the right thigh out to the right, but we're trying to keep these hip bones facing straight ahead. Then from here, the standing leg, the left leg, is staying straight. We're engaging the gluteal muscles on our back sides, and then we're experimenting. We're seeing, can we take the heel to the ankle, or maybe taking the foot to the lower leg. Perhaps even taking the foot above the knee. Just make sure you're not pushing on the knee. You might take your foot above your knee, and then we really draw the heel and the leg into each other. So again, you're holding on to the chair as you need to for balance. If your balance is feeling good, then maybe your hands come to your heart center. Breathing, focusing the eyes on a point in front of you. Perhaps on the floor, a few feet in front of you, or on the wall. Lovely. Carefully coming back down onto both feet and then just shake it all out. Okay, we'll come to the other side. So you're standing on your right leg. You might need to come to the other side of your chair. Opening up the left hip a little bit, but we're trying to keep the both frontal hip bones facing straight ahead. Then the heel to the ankle, playing, maybe taking it to the lower leg, the foot to the lower leg. See if you can find your balance here. And then you might even be able to find your balance with taking your foot above the knee to your thigh. And then I really draw my heel and my thigh into each other. Engaging the gluteal muscles. Find the focus with your eyes. Breathing. Fabulous. Both feet back to the floor. And again, just shake it all out. Fantastic. And then we're going to come back to sitting. This time you can sit all the way back into your chair. Allow the shoulders to roll back, closing your eyes. Allowing your arms to rest wherever is comfortable. And the entire face relaxing. Just completely relaxing. The feet and the legs relaxing. The belly relaxing. The chest relaxing. And the back relaxing into the chair. Shoulders relaxing. The jaw relaxing. Teeth a little bit parted, tongue resting on the lower palate. The cheeks relaxing. Eyes sinking back into the head. And the forehead completely relaxing. The entire body is relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. And staying there in relaxation for longer if you choose to. Otherwise, beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just noticing how you're feeling. And then taking your palms together at the center of the chest. And bring into mind something, someone, someplace, some experience that you are grateful for in this moment. And just relish in that gratitude for the next couple of breaths. Being in that place of gratitude. And I'm so grateful that you joined me for this practice today. We'll close our practice with 3 Oms, 3 Shantis, and 3 Peace. Full breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. We'll take the thumbs between the 2 eyebrows and bowing into the light and the love within our hearts. Namaste. The light in me acknowledges the light and the beauty in you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.